Morning folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave Keefe and this is a Vernus Biker Lifestyle. For everyone that's new to the channel, what it's about is two things: obviously biker lifestyle, but also how you can earn extra money by selling things for a profit online to fund your biker lifestyle. Now I know quite a few of you will be getting out on your bikes just lately, albeit to limited extent with the relaxation of some of the regulations, obviously as long as we're practicing social distancing, although by definition riding a motorbike is social distancing in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what you've been up to, where you've been to. If you've watched some of my earlier videos, you'll know that I've just recently bought Bandit 1200. I got it and it needed quite a bit of TLC, to be fair, and during lockdown it's not had a great deal done to it. It's nothing a bloody good service in an MOT won't cure, so that'll be done this week and I'll be out on it this weekend. Meanwhile, back to business. So we're picking the orders for the weekend. This weekend has not been too shabby at all actually. This has been bolstered up by the fact that Amazon are mostly accepting fulfillment orders now, so I've been sending stock into my Amazon channel, so that's been building up quite nicely. So this weekend we've had 17 orders for a touch over £400, and Amazon is, I like to look at more the weekly figures than anything else. We're looking at 21 orders for a total of just over 377 quid. So not a bad weekend at all, relatively speaking. So what I'm going to do is go through the weekend's orders, pick them and show you what I've got, what I paid for it and what it's going out for. The idea of these are obviously to give you guys an idea of what you can be looking for when you're out and about. Some good news on that front actually. As of the 1st of June, it's heavily regulated because of social distancing, but from the 1st of June public markets can reopen, so the likes of car boots, which are my favourite source to get stock from, can reopen, and phasing in gradually during June. I think from the 15th I hear charity shops and retail shops will be reopening in the main gradually. I think they're going to stage it, and that's obviously another fantastic source of stock as well. So it's looking like there's light at the end of the tunnel as far as lockdown's concerned and as far as sourcing stock's concerned, so that is tremendous news. My stock has been diminishing. I've been managing to keep on top of things by sourcing from supermarkets and on their clearance aisles, so that's kept my stock levels topped up, but it's been very few and far between, and I'm starting to see a slowdown in sales because of that. So fingers crossed with the next couple of weeks or so starting to get back to some sense of normality, thank goodness. Let's get this stock picked. Here we go. Alrighty then, here we go. First up we've got a set of, what are they called, the China wall plaques. Now these are, it's not something I know anything about whatsoever. I've got about 30 of them in a job lot and I paid 20p each for them. I've been sending them out in relative sets, so this one is people. This particular set I've had ones with flowers on, ones with birds on, all that kind of stuff, but these are just sort of like small wall hanging plaques made in Staffordshire. And this set of 4 has gone out for £14.99 with free postage. So obviously they're very fragile, so they'll be packed really well, bubble wrapped. So that's those. Next up, probably one of the least PC items I've sold in a while. I got a job lot of Enid Blyton books from a charity shop. Originally 20p. This one is a bit tired. Obviously mentioned all the fact that it was weathered in the listing, and obviously these actually fetch really good money. So on this particular instance I've paid pennies for it because it was with a job lot, and that's going out for £4.99 plus postage. Next up, something that's always worth looking out for: audio CDs and audio tapes. Very much a popular thing, more so than music CDs. This one's a brand new Chris Ryan audio book on CD, and that's gone out for, should really do these in order, £6.50. Again, I think I paid again no more than about £1 for that. Let's get back and do these in order, I think. Next up, Lego Duplo. This is a supermarket pickup. 2 of these are going out this weekend. Paid £10 for them, and they're going out at £24.63. It sounds like I sent out a bit of a percentage off offer on that because it's an unusual price, maybe 10% off. So there's 2 of those going out this weekend. I picked up a total of, I think, 8 of these. I sent 4 into Amazon for my Amazon stock and kept 4 to sell on eBay. The beauty over Amazon, it's a lot less of a pain in the chuff, to be honest, because they do everything, packing and picking and all that kind of stuff, but there's slightly less profit than you would get on eBay. Next up, again, something that I would not have looked at. I just saw them on a clearance shelf and I looked into them. These have been made famous recently by some cleaning guru called Mrs. Hinch. No idea, but you only find these out of research. This was probably my largest pickup to date. There was 64 of these on the shelf and they wanted 25p each for them, so I just picked all of them up because these are going out on Amazon for about £6.50 and eBay for just under £5. Even though it's not massive figures, we're still looking at a decent return on them, and they're going out quite nicely to say I've had so many of them. So 3 of those going out from this weekend. Next up, you might have seen these in a previous video. These are Oil of Aloe Anti-Wrinkle Night Cream. This is the last one of these I've got. Like I said, I had maybe about 100 of each, paid 60p per pot for them. A lot of these are going out internationally for some strange reason. So I've just the day creams left now, but this last night cream has gone out internationally again, like I say, for £5.97. So not a bad return off 60p. Now, you might have seen these featured in a previous video. I keep spotting them and picking them up every time because I'm buying these in from a supermarket on a reduction clearance for £16, and they're going out for £34.99 plus a £5 postage. So it's not, I think the postage is actually about £6.50, but still a good return on those. Baby baths. I picked these up from Tesco's on clearance, £9.50 paid for them, and they're going out for £24.99. I believe there's some postage on that as well. There's about £5 postage on that as well, I think. Yep, £5 postage on those. Next up, something, if you're going around charity shops, you'll see these all the time, and particularly the unusual ones, cookie barrels. They're a bit of a pain in the chuff to send, as you might imagine, because obviously quite fragile, but obviously make sure that you package them really well. But they're going for like £1, £2 at a time, and some of the more interesting ones can go for £30–40. I've sold countless unusual cookie jars like this. The gingerbread men ones go quite, you come across those quite regularly and they go for good money, but this particular one, which is Daddy Bear and a Baby Bear, is going out for £19.90. Next up, Hobbs of London coat. Clothing is not something, particularly women's clothing, it's not something that I do quite a lot of, because the market is so fickle and it's quite labour intensive. You get a lot of returns with women's clothing because the sizing can sometimes be a little bit off. So I tend to stay clear of it unless it's a decent brand. I'd never heard of this one before looking it up, but this Hobbs of London, it's sort of like a thin raincoat, and that's I've taken an offer on that. I did have it originally listed for £47.90. I've taken an offer of £40 on it because it's been hanging around for a while, and as far as paying for it's concerned, I think I paid £4 or £5 for it at a charity shop. Excellent condition. In fact, it was virtually new, had very little use at all. I'm sure the buyer will be very happy with that. Probably the sale of the weekend, and I mentioned these to you before, Dr. Martin boots. It's always worthwhile paying up for something like these as well. These were in particularly good condition, 10-hole steel toe capped black boots, and I did actually check where they were made, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm fairly confident they were made in England. The made in England ones, these Dr. Martin boots can be made in a lot of places, India, China, Vietnam I believe as well, but the made in England ones always fetch a premium. So I paid up for these at £20 and they're going out for £66.40 plus £3.95 postage. Going off the price, I think I might have sent an offer out. I believe I originally had these listed at £69.90, but £66.40 plus a postage. Quite happy with that. Good little return for 20 quid. There are a couple of other items on the list that aren't here. So I picked up a bundle of hair care products from I think it was Asda on clearance. So the first one is Babyliss Big Hair Rotating Hot Hair Airbrush. Yep, I'm a bald bloke, I know lots about stuff like that clearly. I paid just under 20 quid for those, and that's going out for £39.49 including the postage. And the other one was Babyliss Styler, smooth turtlenky vibrancy hair straightener. God only knows why they give them fancy names like this. I think Billy Connolly did a sketch on hair care products, and anyway, I won't waffle on. And that's gone up. I paid £18 for that, and that's going out for £33.95. This was in a haul where I'm looking at things that bring in less profit, but just to keep stock moving through. Again, it's even if you're making a lot better money, you're still making money. That's the tax on that. So that's the haul from the weekend. Now let's get these packed up.
Cash money. Cash money. Dollar bills. Easy. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Give that money. ECO. The boys steal. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Well, you know by now I'm a baller, making that money, getting top dollar. Talk that smack, I'm popping my collar. And if you broke, then I ain't gonna call ya. We in the hood looking good, how you do that there? Got DC's finest up in here, and you know that there, TCO in here. Got CREAM right there.
Cash money, stacks on deck. TCO, we on deck. My cuz still, what the deal? We don't count, son, yo, we just peel. We spend what we want, spend what we feel. We straight boss, son, no deal. Cash money, baby, that's what it's all about. Cash money, good living, that's what I'm talking about.
Cash money, dollar bill, dollar bill. Easy and DMV. Hallelujah, hallelujah, getting that money, making that money. ECO, boys steal. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Yeah, I'm a nation baller, and I floss the grills. Got me rocking out the bling, cause y'all know I'm dressed to kill. I'm a fashionable killer, here to get the skrilla, till I turn green like Michael Jackson was in Thriller. Ain't no doubt about it, whether I'm a give or taker. You can play a hater, I'ma stay a paper chaser. Said I sold out, never cared what they had said. I still hustle on a track, this is where I break bread.
Cash money, dollar bill, dollar bill. Easy and DMV. Hallelujah, hallelujah, getting that money, making that money. ECO.
So that's all the packing done, ready to go to the courier and the post office. Now just to go and MOT the bike. I know we've got a bit of an extension in the UK for MOTs, but I like to keep on top of things, so get that squared away and find out if it needs anything else. I just wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you to a few people that have sent really nice messages and encouraging messages about the channel. One thing you'll notice with this game, particularly with the reselling, is every now and again your head drops and you think, is it worth doing, and all that lot. And at times like that, you just got to dig deep and motor on, and it will come good. I've proven that point to myself time and time again. I like to think I'm a positive person, but every now and again my head drops just like everybody else's, but keep going and it will come good again. So I'd just like to give a shout out to Michelle Parsons, Chris Parkinson and Tony Halfbeard. Thanks very much indeed for your kind messages. Like I say, they make a difference. It's good to get feedback from you guys to let me know that obviously you're finding these videos useful. I like to be able to mix it up in the near future and do a lot more bike content, but obviously with the restrictions in place at the minute, there's only so much we can do. So thanks very much indeed again. Feedback really is appreciated, guys. Again, if you guys have found these videos useful, please give them a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button so you get a notification anytime I post up new content. What I'll also do in the description of this video, I'll put links to our social media contacts and also the equipment I've used in the packing and just general reselling equipment that's used. I'll put that in the description below as well, links to where you can get those from. But this is a kit that I use, and it's useful in the respect of it does exactly what I needed it to do. It's reasonably cheap, and also I like to think that I'm as environmentally friendly as possible as far as my packaging is concerned. So obviously the kit's along that line as well. So I'll wrap this video up here. If you've got any comments, anything you'd like to ask, anything you'd like to add, leave them in the comment section below this video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And thanks very much indeed again for watching, guys, and I shall see you in the next one. Adios.
I wanna get away from it all. Nothing seems right. Take me away from these lights. Take me up high. Swear to God, I wanna fly. I wanna get away from it all. Take me away from it all. Yo, hand on my shoulder told me I should turn and let it go. I'm fighting demons in my dreams.